Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading for the 21st to the 28th of March 2026. And it is going to be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And it's welcoming the Archangels, Ascended Masters, light beings, spirit guides, our higher selves, and any animal, ancestral or dragon guides that you may feel resonant with at the moment, Aquarius. Let's see. Wow, okay, the sun's just made an appearance here. Maybe it's a sunny day where you are, which will be nice. Shining bright. Something recently that's sort of... okay, here we have also the Queen of Summer, Queen of Cups as well. Let's just get a couple more cards here for you. Plans that work out perfectly. Aquarius. So just recently, maybe in the last few weeks or whatever, something's possibly fallen into place for you. Also says amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. Gratitude for the blessings of life. So you're likely feeling into a lot of feel-good stuff, maybe recently. Wow, the Star as well. So, yeah, Queen of Cups also. Loving, comforting. We also have their emotional and intuitive. I'll just hold this up while I read the Queen of Cups here. It says, listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, in brackets, perhaps too much. Okay. So maybe you're kind of looking after yourself as well in that. So something just recently, I think there's been a lot of positivity and a lot of love, compassion, caring, you know, and things have been going pretty well for you, Aquarius, by the look of things at the moment, or just recently. Let's grab these. Emperor, there's 5 of Swords, and underneath you have 10 of Swords and Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups again. So that could be a key energy for you, Aquarius, the Queen of Cups. At the moment, you're feeling into your empowerment. Okay. And there's also something about this position or this feeling of like you've got things in hand. Maybe this is a job role, but there could be some sort of stress that's... you know, coming along with that, or this could be to do with you, I guess, doubting your empowerment or doubting your ability to hold space or to take the lead in some way. That could either be taking a more of a proactive leadership, authoritative role in your own life with regard to yourself. So, yeah, being your own manager, okay. Not necessarily self-employed. What I'm trying to say is that this idea of, you know, like self-discipline and organising and prioritising things and, you know, taking action when you need to. Emperor is a fire energy, okay, Aries energy. So maybe there's something getting in your way that's sort of preventing you from taking action. Underlying theme is that 10 of Swords, something is sort of finishing up, and maybe it is this energy of doubt, okay? And what's sort of going to, I think, supersede that is this Queen of Cups, is this really feeling into your emotions, your intuitive downloads, you know, it's all this stuff here, into your, you know, loving, compassionate self. And maybe this is about you directing compassion towards yourself. Yeah, listening to your emotions, your heart, and intuitive insights and trusting your intuition. So maybe the underlying themes for you, Aquarius, is that you're going to be doubting yourself less and trusting yourself more. Okay, if that makes sense. You're going to be doubting your intuition less and trusting it more. I don't know why I said that. There's two sides to that coin. general direction moving forward, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Star. So this is about being juggling things, being flexible, adaptable, in the name of, or so that you can integrate your wish or your desire moving forward, which I have a feeling your empowerment here or your sovereignty has something to do with that. And it could be a type of water energy that you're looking to bring forward. So maybe it's to do with your creativity, Aquarius, your intuition, your compassion, your understanding. Maybe you're looking to activate that in a new way, perhaps possibly in a job role, okay, or a career of sorts that's going to kind of allow you to step into those energies more. Let's read what the Star says here. It says, look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. So yeah, this is about trusting yourself and having faith in yourself, okay. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. And yeah, it would kind of be cool if we do pull the Fool at some stage in your reading, because that would really be, you know, that's that energy of trusting and believing in yourself as well. But I think you've just moved into a whole lot of an energy of confidence and radiance here, Aquarius. But this, you know how sometimes we can go, oh yeah, we're going to move forward, and then the doubts start to come in, and that could be what's happening for you. Bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs. Yep, and this could be definitely what you're doing here. An exceptional talent for multitasking. Wow, Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, where did we also have that thing about juggling? Well, yeah, it was the Two of Pentacles. Right, so let's see. We're going to grab some possible outcomes and challenges. Yeah, so Three of Wands. Yep. I think it's looking like you're really sort of moving into this energy of positivity, confidence. You know, that Sun card, I keep looking back at that because that's something that's sort of happened recently for you, I'm thinking. And you've got the Three of Pentacles here as well. Three of Wands and Three of Pentacles. So possible outcome is utilizing your creativity and using that as you move forward. Okay, and also collaboration. But I feel like, Aquarius, you have a lot of confidence at the moment. And I have a feeling this is going to be a reading about sort of you sort of just really, I guess, looking at everything that's in your life that's on the table that's available for you, and everything you've been through, everything you've done. And, you know, if the doubts are still coming in, it's maybe there's like more support needed, or more collaboration, or more, you know, something extra that you're needing to help you to wrap up this thing, whatever it is, because something's finishing up, and for you to open into your divine feminine. Yeah. I think the Three of Pentacles sometimes has that energy of like, there are times when we can do it all alone, and there are times when we just can't do it all alone. We do need to kind of reach out for help, or just be open to other frequencies and other energies that are coming in to help us. Okay. Three of Wands. Okay, let's look at the challenge here. So that's this is about you taking that next step. But you have all the means and the skills and the experience to take that next step, Aquarius. Okay. You're literally waving your magic wand there. And actually, I'm just going to glean another bit of info out of this card here. And that is that this person has a magic wand and they're waving it over the water there. So it's almost like they're sort of preparing or paving the way, or doing something with that, whatever's in front of them, which is what we said, you know, just to look at what's in front of you, Aquarius, and what's around you, to sort of ascertain exactly what it is that you need, and might be a few things that you need in place in order to take that step. Okay. So in your challenge, you have the Devil and the Five of Pentacles. This combination makes sense because this is sort of speaking about a perception of lack, but also this idea that maybe you've experienced, perhaps you have experienced some financial hardship, or finances have been up and down for you, or health has been up and down for you, Aquarius. So these energies can potentially pose a challenge, and yeah, we're going to get spirit guidance for you as well. Yep. So we'll just leave that at that. Spirit guidance, let's have a look. I feel, yeah, this is what I was going to say, sorry, was that this is sort of a little bit, this is kind of like tying in with this Five of Swords energy. Like maybe there's some worries that take over, or this is the negative aspect of your ego. Your ego has positive and negative aspects, okay. If there's a negative aspect of your ego that's sort of saying, well, you know, you can't be a leader, you can't be sovereign, you can't, you know, do your own thing or whatever, then that sort of can take you into a perception of lack of, if you perceive that you lack the ability or that you lack the competence, okay, which is kind of what this is saying, is that you could have experienced maybe that in your life, but it's all perception, because the devil is always that energy of, sometimes we are unconsciously kind of attached to certain ways of thinking, feeling, behaving, whatever. And it's actually, often it's concepts and sort of perceived energies, or our perception and our learned experience, what we've learned in the past continues to affect us. So those things, if that's affected you in the past, Aquarius, could pose a bit of a challenge for you, but we're going to get some guidance on that now, okay? And that's, you know, part of being human. Our past is going to affect our present and our future. You know, it can affect it positively or negatively, or a bit of both, and, you know. But ideally, when we get to that place where we can become present, and we keep doing that, the past can over time have less of an effect on us, because we, in a sense, we reprogram. And I mean, you could even be reprogramming yourself here with this sun energy, Aquarius. This is really like blasting the whole slate, you know, blasting the whole thing with light, okay? And maybe you're tuning into that. Well, yeah, you are, because you're intuitive here. This is your Queen of Cups. You're intuiting into this beautiful sun energy, the downloads, the higher frequencies, okay? I think that's what you're picking up on. And this is in your general, you know, Queen of Cups underlying theme is tuning into that high frequency versus being caught up in the mind. And let's have a look. Page of Cups. Yeah, paying attention to your emotions and how you feel. And even if you're going into perceptions of lack of a sort, like whatever that feels for you, whether that's to do with lack of health, money, situation, job, whatever, is to kind of just look at your emotional state as well, perhaps before that happens, and just see if there's a connection between your emotion, or if there are thoughts that precede that emotion, okay? And really getting down to what those thoughts are. Let's have a look and see what else is Spirit. Okay, this one's flipped. Justice, yep. Okay, well, if these three are flipped, we're going to go with those, because I think Spirit's saying. Now, this is about using your intuition, as with the Queen of Cups, to go inward, Aquarius, to find out what your personal truth is. If your personal truth is to do with you being sovereign in some way in your life, or feeling empowered, feeling as though you can call the shots, you know, in some or most aspects of your life, then it's about aligning with that. Okay, and also paying attention to your emotions. Let's see what else we have here. Wow, there's some major arcana, okay, coming through. And you also have the Six of Wands, which is great, which means, you know, this is success. So you're going to be recognized and well received by others, okay. Now, and I think that could be either once you have or provided that you are able to keep this balance. Keep things in balance, temperance. And remember we talked about, you know, tuning into your own intuition and your own inner guidance, and getting true on that, getting, you know, what's this sword standing for, that, you know, personal truth, versus getting caught up in the monkey mind, the Ten of Swords here. Also, you know, Five of Swords can be that. And also to some extent, of course, this can be, you know, this can be characterized by sort of like some confusion as well. But it can also be other energies around you that you're picking up on, Aquarius, okay? So temperance, yeah, balancing, keeping yourself in balance and tuning into your emotions and how you're feeling, using your emotions as a guide, okay? This is the Wheel of Fortune. So there is a cycle wrapping up and a new cycle beginning. And I feel like with this Sun energy and this beautiful Queen of Cups that you've just tuned into that recently. And I think you're wanting to keep the ball rolling. But I think that there could be some doubts that come in for you. But I have a feeling that some collaborative or creative or both activity is going to be really supportive for you moving forward into this new phase. And this is it here, you know, Six of Wands. This little boy here is actually holding up a little dragon that's been born out of the egg by the look. So, you know, it could literally be, this is like a rebirth for you, okay? It will be like a rebirth for you, Aquarius. Let's look at the bottoms of the decks as well. Eight of Wands. Yeah, stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. Okay. Yeah, so this is sometimes the energy of being busy, but this is talking about multitasking. But it can also be that maybe there's too much on the plate, metaphorically. So maybe you have too busy. So maybe this is once again applying temperance to getting a nice balance between having enough activity to do, but not so much that it's going to push you into stress and being, you know, overwhelmed by it. Okay. But eight, that's a fiery energy for you, Aquarius. So that's really great because fire kind of gets things moving, gets things transforming, which I think is what you're looking at here. You're literally transforming into, you know, this empowered version, high frequency version of yourself. But also with Divine Feminine, right? That Queen of Cups. The Chariot, yeah, you're definitely preparing to move forward on something here, which is definitely, this is, you know, general future direction. Looking to the future with hope and optimism, moving into your star energy, you know, feeling connected between the earth and the heavens and, you know, spiritual and practical or physical life, and coming into balance. Okay, really nice. Chariot, yes, perfect. And which is another, well, that is technically classically a watery energy, but it's still action, moving forward, preparing. Okay, Four of Cups. So this is sort of a little bit like the Five of Swords energy, which once again, it's like if you're paying attention to your emotions here with your Page of Cups and you're finding that your things are becoming a bit, maybe you're feeling disappointed or down about something, which is this chap here focusing on the three empty cups in front of him. It's about realizing or just keeping in mind that there's always most likely another cup on offer, you know, symbolized by this person here standing with the cup. And that for you, Aquarius, I think, you know, there are many cups, or, you know, there's definitely another cup of something available to you, because recently this is Sun energy here. Whatever has really moved you into this radiance or this feeling of oneness is sort of almost going to be your source of almost, can I say, like the elixir of life or something like that. You know, it's going to be like an elixir or a balm for your soul to revisit that. So at times when you feel like you're dwelling on the Three of Cups here that are empty, just keep in mind or revert back to that time when you felt, you know, radiant like the sun and what it is that you were doing, okay? To remind yourself that you are capable of moving into that higher frequency because you've done it before. We've all done it before, actually. If not in this life, other lives, okay? Four of Pentacles. So this is interesting because it's about becoming present. It's the meaning I'm gleaning from this right now. And exercising the, I guess, gratitude, peace, harmony, balance, which we just spoke of. The Four of Pentacles sometimes is about, you know, protecting your energy, which I guess could apply in this case for you, Aquarius, as well. Some people translate this as, you know, like the Miser card, but the fours represent stability and safety. So it's also about using that idea, if you're going into meditation, Aquarius, to become present. We did mention that with regard to, yeah, like the monkey mind here, or if the self-doubt comes in, and then identify if there's a feeling with that, and then just going into meditation to bring yourself back to balance with the Temperance here. And becoming really present, because that's going to help you to come back into balance. These cards are from the same deck, so that's interesting. That's where it's spot both of these out here. Becoming present, mindfulness is going to be really helpful. Yeah, slowing things down. Yeah, and this is that thing too, if like things get busy and moving really fast, it's going to be really helpful for you to slow down and take the care, move into the comfort, okay? Queen of Cups here, you have this twice in your reading. Really doing that soft flow, calm, meditative, creative stuff that you do, if that resonates, Aquarius, okay? Yeah. So I think you are going through a transformation for sure, and yeah, you're moving into your star energy here. This is the general direction moving forward. And, you know, it says also here, let's read this again. Bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple tasks, priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. Yeah, that's come through a few times. So maybe, Aquarius, you are indeed juggling, and maybe at times when it's like, you know, maybe you're looking at these Three Cups and going, how the heck am I going to be able to do all this? And then it could be an idea to simplify down to 1 or 2 cups for a while, do that, and then go back to the other 2 cups and do that. You know, whatever resonates there. So there may be a time when you need to simplify, just look at your schedule, look at your energy levels, look at your emotions, how you're feeling, and really, you know, you are moving into this, you are being the orchestrator and the author, the creator of your own life here. And this is the exciting thing about the higher frequencies, that we're going to be able to really move into a more holistic expression of our soul. So whilst we're going to be fulfilling our responsibilities, we're also going to be moving into our soul energy and, yeah, just really blossoming as humans, I think. Galactic humans, I should say. So there we are, Aquarius, and yeah, you're no exception to that idea. So, yep, keep up the great, fantastic work, and yeah, I will look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.